Today we will start with third session of pointer chapter. In first two sessions we explained regarding pointer, how to define a pointer, what are the advantages of pointer, then which are the operations we can able to perform on pointer, the difference between pointers as well as the array. All those things in the previous class we will explain. Once again I am to recall, whereas pointer is a variable, it stores the memory address of another variable. It stores the memory address of another variable. ಬೇರೆ ಒಂದು ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ದು ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. With that, by using this, if I know the pointer concept, then it helps to write the efficient program. If I know that variable, how much space it required, whether how many memory space exactly it will require, if I know that concept, then it helps to write efficient program. Memory can be utilized properly. It helps to deal with hardware components and it helps to manage the memory. When you come on the advantages, these are the advantages. If I know the pointer concept, on that pointer it stores the memory address of another variable. Memory address ina store ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಾಗ ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು memories ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ information ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. While defining a pointer, there first we used to write the data type, then star, then pointer variable. Pointer variable. This is a syntax to represent a pointer. Here for example, I am to write int star ptr. Then ptr is a pointer variable. ptr is a pointer variable. How I come to know it's a pointer variable? Before this variable we have star operator. From that also I can say that it's a pointer variable. On that I can identify how much space it required, is it? No. It means that it helps to deal with hardware components of the system, helps to manage the memory, efficient program can be written. Then in this we have few operations can be performed and few operations cannot be performed here in pointers. If I want, I can able to perform few operation in this. I can able to increment a pointer, I can decrement a pointer, I can add the number of units, I number of units, and I can increment and I can able to decrement. With that, in the same way, which are the operations we are not able to perform? Addition of two pointers is not possible, multiplication of two pointer is not possible, subtraction of two pointer is not possible. In the same way, division of two pointer is also not possible. When I come on advantages, there I told you one thing, memory can be allocated dynamically. On this class, we will explain what do you mean by dynamic memory allocation, how the memory can be allocated in a pointer. That thing we will explain, that is memory allocation of a pointer. When I come on memory allocation, it can be in two formats. One is static memory allocation and one more is dynamic memory allocation. Now we will explain that in brief. First one, static memory allocation, and the second one is dynamic memory allocation. Dynamic memory allocation. Now we will discuss this. What do you mean by static memory allocation as well as dynamic memory allocation? Before explaining this concept, I just want to tell you one simple example. Then it will be easy for you to remember the difference between static as well as dynamic memory allocation. For example, class alli one classroom anta consider ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 10 ಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಚೇರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕೂರೋದಕ್ಕೆ. Then with that one more chair we have to sit teacher. ಒಂದು 50 ಚೇರು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕೂರೋದಕ್ಕಿದೆ, ಒಂದು ಚೇರ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಟೀಚರ್ ಕೂರೋದಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಟೀಚರ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಸಾರಿ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್, ದಟ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಅದರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್, ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್? ನೋ. ಒಂದು ಸಾರಿ ಟೀಚರ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಆ ಸ್ಪೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸು ಕೂರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೂರೋ ಅದು 50 ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈಗ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದೇ ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಕೂತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಒಂದು ಚೇರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಬಂದರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್? ನೋ. ಬಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಹೊರತು ಟೀಚರ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸರಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಆಗಿರೋ ಸ್ಪೇಸನ್ನು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ನೆವರ್ ಯೂಸ್. Is it no? That means once the space is allocated, the space is never used by other variable. That can be called as static memory allocation. ಒಂದು ಸಾರಿ ಟೀಚರ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಆ ಸ್ಪೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸು ಕೂರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಕೂರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದರೆ ಟೀಚರ್ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಟೀಚರ್ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಆ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಟೀಚರ್. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ನೋ? ಆ ಚೇರಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಕೂರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಟೀಚರ್. ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಶನ್, ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ದ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಟೆಡ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಟೀಚರ್ ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಟೀಚರ್ಗಿಂತ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Is it no? That is here the allocation of the memory is performed before the execution of the program. That is nothing but static memory allocation. When we come on dynamic memory allocation, whenever the student enter to the class, especially on that class, on that time when it is active, only on that time the memory will be allocated for that variable. Once after completing the job, that student will leave the classroom. Then the same space can be utilized by other student. That is dynamic memory allocation. Static ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಸಾರಿ ಟೀಚರ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಬ್ಬ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದೇ ಸ್ಪೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಕೂರ್ಬೋದು. ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಅದರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. That means whenever we have requirement, only on that time the memory will be allocated in dynamic memory allocation. ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಡೈನಮಿಕ್ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಈಗ ಆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೋದ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಸೇಮ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಕೂರ್ಬೋದಲ್ವಾ, ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ವಾ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಡಿಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಬೈ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಪರೇಟರ್ ಇನ್ ಡೈನಮಿಕ್ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಶನ್. ವೆರಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಟಾಟಿಕ್ ಒಂದು ಸಾರಿ ಟೀಚರ್ಗೆ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಸ್ಪೇಸು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರೂ ಕೂಡ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಟೀಚರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ಡ್. ಆ ಚೇರು ಖಾಲಿ ಇರಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಏನೇ ಆಗಲಿ, ಖಾಲಿ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆ ಚೇರ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ನೋ? ಈಗ ಟೀಚರ್ಗಿಂತ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬ ಫುಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್ ಫಿಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಟೀಚರ್ಗಿಂತ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಆ ಸ್ಪೇಸನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. Is it no? That is nothing but static memory allocation. Dynamic ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, whenever the program is active, only on that time the memory will be allocated. Whereas in static memory allocation, if the variable is present or not, permanently the memory will be allocated before the execution of the program here in static memory allocation. ಆದರೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕು. ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಕಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಮುಂಚೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಮುಂಚೆನೇ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಖಾಲಿ ಇದ್ರೂ ಯಾರು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಥವಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಡೈನಮಿಕಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ಅದೇ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಬೇರೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಅದರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡೈನಮಿಕ್ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಶನ್. Whereas in static memory allocation, the memory will be allocated before the execution of the program. Memory allocation is done before the execution of the program. Before the execution of the program. In static, before itself, we have to allocate. The memory allocation is done before the execution of the program. But when they come on dynamic memory allocation, here the memory will be allocated whenever we need here. Here, memory allocation is done at the time of execution. Memory allocation is done at the time of execution. Okay, first point, memory allocation is done before the execution. ಮುಂಚಿತವಾಗ್ಲೇ ಟೀಚರ್ ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಮುಂಚಿತವಾಗ್ಲೇ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವನಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಸ್ಪೇಸನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. Memory allocation is done at the time of execution. No memory allocation and deallocation is performed. No memory allocation and deallocation is performed during execution. ಆದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಡಿಅಲೋಕೇಶನ್ ಥರ ಏನೂ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್. ಈಗ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ ಟೀಚರ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದೇ ಸಾರಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಕೆನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಅದರ್ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್. It means that no memory allocation and deallocation is performed during execution time. Execution time ಅಲ್ಲಿ memory allocation ಆಗೋದು ಅಥವಾ deallocation ಏನೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ dynamic memory allocation ಅಲ್ಲಿ at the time of execution only the memory will be allocated as well as deallocated depending upon the requirement. Here memory allocation and deallocation is performed during execution. During execution of the program. With that, here memory is permanent here. Permanent memory allocation. Permanent memory allocation. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಸಾರಿ ಟೀಚರ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಆ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಯಾರು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಶನ್. Whereas when they come on dynamic memory allocation, it is temporary. Whenever the program is active, only on that time the memory will be allocated. Whenever the program unit is active, memory is allocated or deallocated depending upon the variable. Here it is active only when the program unit is required. Here the main thing, the memory will be allocated only when the program unit is active. Memory is allocated only when program unit is active. Only program unit is active. And with that, obviously I told you memory is permanently allocated. ಆ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಒಂದೇ ಟೀಚರ್ಗೆ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರು ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಆ ಟೀಚರು ಕೂಡ ಆ ಚೇರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂರೋ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಫಾರ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಚೇರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ದರ್. It means that the memory requirement will be more. Permanent ಆಗಿ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗಿಂತ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ಆ ಚೇರ್ ಆ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಯಾರು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. Only that teacher has to use. ಆ ಟೀಚರ್ ಇರಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಹೋಗಲಿ. That's why the memory consumption will be more in static, whereas the memory consumption is very less here, because whenever it is active, only on that time the memory will be allocated. Afterwards, the same memory can be utilized by other variable. That's why the memory consumption is very less here, whereas here more memory requirement. More memory required. More memory required. More memory required. Here less memory required. Less memory required. Because only here the memory is allocated, only the program unit is active. The other time by using itself, it is going to use delete operator, then it will deallocate and the same space can be utilized by other variables here. And when they come on next point, here implemented using stack and heaps. Whereas here implemented using segments. Implemented using segments. Now is it clear? Once again to recall all the things. Whereas in pointer, memory can be allocated as well as deallocated dynamically, we told you. Dynamic ಅಂದರೆ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ ಆ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಬೇರೆ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. Whereas when they come on memory allocation, it can be two types. One is static memory allocation, one more is dynamic memory allocation. In static memory allocation is done before the execution of the program, whereas in dynamic, memory allocation is done at the time of execution. No memory allocation and deallocation is performed during execution time. Execution time alli memory allocate agodilla, deallocate agodilla. Whereas here memory allocation and deallocation is performed during execution time. Execution time allu kuda memory allocation agbodu, deallocation kuda agbodu. Then permanent memory allocation here required. Here memory is allocated only when program unit is active. And here more memory required, whereas here less memory required, because the same space can be utilized by other variables. That's why it takes less memory. And implemented using stack and heaps, and here implemented using segment. Already in the previous class I told you few points on this pointer chapter. That is, the total weightage of this chapter is 4 marks. Out of 4 marks, 1 marks 1 question they will ask, as well as 3 marks 1 question they will ask. I told you in the previous session only. Whereas here for 1 marks they might ask few definition. What do you mean by new and delete operator? Like that they may want to ask, because I told you by using new operator it allocates the memory in pointers. By using delete operator it deallocates the memory which is allocated by new operator. When they come on, there are few operators here. New operator, a new operator, and next one delete operator. Whereas new operator is used to allocate the memory. New operator is used to allocate memory for a pointer variable. While writing the syntax, we used to write for pointer equals new type. Like this we used to write the syntax for new operator. On this time it allocates a memory for a variable. If I want, I can able to allocate a memory for array of variables. ಅಂದರೆ ಇದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ನಾನು ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇಫ್ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ದ ಮೆಮೊರಿ. ಒಂದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಆರೇ ಆಫ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು memory allocate ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. Then what do you mean by arrays? Arrays nothing but collection of elements of same data type stored under same name. Whereas delete operator is used to deallocate the memory space. Delete operator is used to deallocate the memory. Deallocate the memory. And here, while writing syntax, first we used to write delete, then pointer. This is syntax to delete and pointer here. Whereas new operator is used to allocate the memory space. ಒಂದು ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ಗೆ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನ್ಯೂ ಆಪರೇಟರ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಪರೇಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಟು ಡಿಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ದ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್. ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಆ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ನ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಪರೇಟರ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಡಿಲೀಷನ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಡಿಲೀಷನ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೀವಿ, ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕೀವರ್ಡ್, ನ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ keyword. Now is it clear? Next, free store. What do you mean by free store? Free store is a pool of unallocated memory. Is a pool of unallocated memory. It is a pool of unallocated memory. These are the few definitions. For 1 mark they may ask. Now I am going to recall all the things, whatever thing on this class we explained, that is regarding memory allocation, static and dynamic memory allocation. In static, memory is permanent. More memory is required, implemented using stack and heaps. With that, memory will be allocated before the execution. When you come on dynamic memory allocation, memory will be allocated at the time of execution, implemented using segments, and here allocation as well as deallocations can be performed during execution of the program. When they come on memory consumption, it takes very less. And when they come on new operator, it allocates the memory space, whereas delete operator deallocates the memory space, whereas free store is nothing but it is a pool of unallocated memory. Next, we will explain regarding what do you mean by memory leak. Memory leak. Till now, you come to know what do you mean by memory, dynamic memory, static memory. Now, we will explain regarding memory leak. Memory leak. For 1 marks also they may ask this question. What do you mean by memory leak? When we are using memory leak is nothing but by using dynamic new operator we are going to allocate the memory space. After, especially in dynamic memory allocation, the memory will be allocated. After completing the job, if it is not deleted, after completing the job, if that memory is not deleted, that space can be called as orphaned memory. Orphaned memory. The collection of orphaned memory is called as memory leak. ಈಗ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ಗೆ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಜಾಬ್ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಕೆನ್ ಬಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ memory leak. The collection of orphaned memory is called as memory leak. Then on this class you have studied regarding what do you mean by static memory allocation, dynamic memory allocation, what is the use of new operator, delete operator, memory leak. With that you have studied regarding how to allocate the memory, pointers, all those things you have studied. Next class we will explain the remaining thing. Thank you for all of you.